The very last word tonight goes to Ken Korda. Good night.
Who killed Brian Jones of the Rolling Stones? Now, already I've probably blown your mind a little bit, haven't I, by saying that? Because you're thinking, Brian Jones was murdered? But I thought he drowned accidentally in his swimming pool. Are you telling me that he got too heavily into drugs and formed a bizarre relationship based on humiliation with his builder Frank, played by the excellent Paddy Considine, that ended in tragedy? Well, yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, OK? And deal with this. Stephen Woolley's made a film about it called Stoned, and I, Ken Korda, was the cock and drug consultant on that film. We were doing the scene where Brian first takes acid with Anita Pallenberg, and Stephen said to me, Kenny, how the heck box am I going to show people what it's really like to drop the wacky wig? So I said to him, OK, you're going to need a lot of trippy visual effects of the sort found on most domestic camcorders. You're going to need a lot of fast-cut shots of people knobbing and taking Charlie Farley, and then you're going to need some druggy music to put over the top. And I'd written the perfect song. It went a bit like this. Drugs, 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 drugs. Woo! Crazy! Drugs, 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 drugs. Gimme, 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 gimme. He didn't think it was exactly right, and he used White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane instead. I believe it's only ever been used 60 or 70 times before in a film, so it was great. Apparently, a lot of people were naked in the 60s, so I was always very keen for there to be a lot of nudity in the film. So we've got about 10 marvellous pairs of ladies' breasts and 3 wonderful male penises. I wish there had been more, because I love to look at cocks. I'm not gay, I just think they're great, you know. So for Cox fans, we've got one quite big blonde one for Brian Jones, one fairly small one with a lot of black pubic hair for Keith, and another one flying around. I can't exactly remember the exact dimensions, but it's nice. Basically, if you like Cox and the 60s and Paddy Considine, then, hey, Christmas has come early this year. And if you don't like any of those things, Christmas is only 5 weeks away.